Hello, everyone. My name is Connie Hubner, and I facilitate the healing and wisdom and guidance of the Divine Mother. Many people say, who is Divine Mother? Divine Mother is Mother, Father, God, that unity of the God presence. However, the mother aspect of that God presence is coming forth in our world today to lift and heal us, because our human family has become so distraught, separate from each other, conflicted. And the mother is coming to bring her family back into harmony. So you may notice more and more influences of Divine Mother around you and in the world. And I have learned how to connect with her and bring you her messages. And one of the most important messages that she is bringing is a way to heal ourselves and the world through very specific vibrational tools, energy tools. I'm going to talk about one of her exercises today, a very important exercise called the self-love exercise. Many people don't like themselves, let alone love themselves. There's a huge self-critic inside most of us that is telling us negative things about ourselves quite frequently. And Divine Mother is dismayed about this because she says we are so beautiful. We are so majestic. And every time we speak a negative word or have a negative thought towards ourselves, we actually wound ourselves. It's like stabbing a knife into your heart when you say terrible things about yourself, like, I'm no good, I'm bad, I'm a jerk, whatever, and worse things that people say. You're harming yourself when you do that. Divine Mother says the most powerful thing you can do to heal on every level and to improve your relationships and even to attract relationships is to love yourself. And so, along with Divine Mother, I have created an exercise called the self-love exercise. It's simply telling yourself, I love you, and making it intimate, saying your name. For example, I would say, I love you, Connie. You're a good person, Connie. And if you do it, you would say your name. But we don't stop with just one or two phrases. We keep saying, I love you, and start naming the good qualities we have. You're kind, you're wise, you're strong. Many, many things. What I do is I use the adjectives that I wish other people would notice in me, but often don't, and the adjectives that I would like to aspire to. So if there's anything that about yourself that you wish your significant other or some close friend would notice, say it to yourself. You love yourself. If you had a difficult relationship with your parents, say all the things to yourself that you wish they would have said, that you didn't get a chance to hear. So it's very self-referral. Say the things you wish people would say to you, especially those you are close to, who may not be noticing because they're so caught up in their own pain that they aren't able to share with you the love that they have. So the self-love exercise is simply talking to yourself in a very loving, embracing way. Giving yourself love, saying, I love you, I love you. I love you. And using your own name. Now, I've found that the best time to do this is at night when I'm going off to sleep. That's a time when we're settling down. We're actually changing gears. We're going from waking state to the sleep state. And in that shift, there's a neutral area. There's a gap where you can pick up ideas and thoughts and embrace them deeply. So as you're falling off to sleep, you're under the covers, your head is on the pillow, say these things to yourself. I love you, Eric, if that is your name. I love you, Sandy, if that is your name. Just as I would say, I love you, Connie. I love you. It's a very deep and intimately personal thing between you and yourself. And you may, at the beginning, have different reactions. Some people's mind starts immediately contradicting and say, no, you're not good, you're bad, you're bad. Well, if that happens, you have to use some of Divine Mother's tools and say, go into the light, go into the light, break, 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 and then come back to the I love you towards yourself. This kind of thing just shows how programmed you've become to thinking negatively about yourself when you can't even accept love from yourself. So we'll heal that and keep coming back to the I love yous. You're good. You're beautiful. You're strong. You're considerate. You're wise. And all the many things that you, in fact, truly are. You're telling yourself the truth because you are, in truth, a divine being, living in a physical form with all the divine qualities within you. So the truth is challenging the untruth, the criticism. And at times the criticism will flare up and try to stay in control. So that's why you have to say, go, break, go into the light, to those negative thoughts about yourself. Now, it's very beautiful as you're falling off to sleep. It's just like a mother tucking a child into bed, and you're, in fact, taking that role of the mother or the father tucking you into bed in a very gentle, kind, loving way. And as you fall into sleep, as I said, that very subtle area in your consciousness is opened, and you can receive the truth that you are loved, that you are beautiful, that Divine Mother cherishes you. And it's important for you to cherish you. So continue 3 or 4 minutes saying, I love you. You're good. You're kind. You can repeat. And notice how you start to feel. You'll start to feel nurtured. You'll start to connect with that truth of who you really are. And you'll empower it. And by doing this several times or many times, I recommend many times, you're going to find that in your activity, you have more centeredness, more self-confidence, truly more love to give to others, because you have allowed yourself to love yourself. One of the biggest things that occurs to human beings is a sense of unworthiness in the eyes of God. We've been taught in some spiritual traditions that we're bad, that we've been kicked out of heaven, that God doesn't love us, that we must have been done something so horrible that we have been negated in some way. This is not true. You have never been kicked out of heaven. You are deeply loved. It is a mistake of the intellect to believe in this separation from the divine, and to bring you back into the unity with the divine. Self-love is needed. Recognizing yourself as good, as having all the divine qualities, because you are made in the image of God. All of the beauty, the wonder, the power, the grace of the divine is in you. And as you love it and value it and trust it, your life changes. You begin to spontaneously feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, you appreciate others more. You attract loving people into your life. So self-love is truly a cure-all. Really is. It cures the separation from God. It cures the fear of not being good enough. It cures the isolation and loneliness that many people experience. Practice the self-love. I call it the self-love exercise. And this beautiful time to practice it as you're falling off asleep at night will allow it to go deep and take root in your body, heart, and your being. You are so special. I want you to appreciate how special you are, to love how beautiful and good and wise you are. Let's begin with this self-love exercise. It's truly one of Divine Mother's most significant tools for us to use on this earth at this time. You can get it on the website, but I've really just explained it to you. The tool on the website will simply explain more of the details. You can start now loving yourself. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. And I love me. We are one. And we love. Thank you.